We've grown our Skool community to 195 paid members, and in this video, I'm going to show you 5 tips to grow your Skool membership. These are brand new tips. Let's start with the new discovery algorithm, all right? And so if we hop into Skool, it used to just be the communities that had the most members at the top, but now Skool has something called trending, all right? And so in other words, these are the communities that are growing fastest and otherwise have the most engagement, all right? And so it doesn't matter how many members you actually have. It's more about, are you growing fast? So you could have 12 members, but maybe you added 12 new members yesterday. So as an example, this new algorithm works in all different categories. So if I hop into relationships as an example, we'll see that this community here has 45 members, but down here, these communities are bigger. This community has 200 members. So why isn't the 200 member community up here? Well, this community is growing faster and probably has more engagement. So how do you get and hack the algorithm to be in the trending so that you get more free members into your community? Well, let's dive into our Skool community and show you guys a few different tips. All right. So first and foremost, it is about engagement in your community and how fast your community is growing. So on your about page, if you want your community to grow fast, make sure this entire thing is filled out completely. All right, and we'll be talking about the importance of your cover photo in a moment, but make sure your about page is completely filled out. And then otherwise, what you want to do is you want to hop into Claude or otherwise ChatGPT, and you want to open up a project. All right, so if you're in Claude or ChatGPT, they have something called projects. All right, and you want to create a project called Skool Posts. All right, and then what you want to do is on the right-hand side is something called instructions. So you want to always fill out instructions first. And by the way, projects are basically just subfolders. All right, so rather than having this messy sidebar of all of your chats that's about absolutely everything in your life and your business where you can't keep track of everything, projects are subfolders. So this subfolder is always going to be about Skool Posts. And so therefore, whenever I need Claude, want to prompt Claude to create content for my Skool community, I'm going to come in here and it's going to file it down below. Now, the first thing that you want to do in order to give Claude information about your community and how you write and your style and your offer and your target audience and all of that stuff is you want to edit instructions. All right. And so you click the edit button here. And the best practice for giving instructions is one, link to your Skool about page. All right. Claude will then, or ChatGPT will crawl your about page and it'll read what your Skool community is about. And if you did your about page correctly on Skool, it will know who your target audience is, what your offer is, what your price points are, what your methodology is, everything. So that's the first thing you want to do. And then you want to talk about literally just tell it who I serve, what my offer is, what my strategy is. Then give it a sample, one of your best sample social media posts and say, this is my writing style and this is my tone, and keep track of that and always write like you're writing like me. Therefore, when you come into and create and ask Claude for a post, so like I did this here, and we want more engagement in Skool, you can give it the most basic prompt ever because it has instructions. So in this example, I just said, create me 10 engaging social media posts and make sure they're fun, witty, or charismatic and have posts that are designed for during the week and or the weekend. So it says, here's your Monday post, and it knows how I write. It knows how I address my clientele. It knows what our strategy is. We're at the 10-minute Skool growth challenge. So it says, hey, let's talk about how to grow your Skool community in 10 days. And it has a call to action that says, hey, let us know down below what's your one focus this week. And it's going to drive engagement in your community, which will help game the actual discovery algorithm. And so that's very critical. All right, the next thing you want to do is when you pop into your Skool community, all right, so you can use Claude, ChatGPT to produce engaging content for you. We just showed you that. But in your Skool community, click on settings and then click on discovery, all right? And it's going to let you know if you're showing up in discovery and what your categories are and your rank is and everything else. All right, but make sure you set keywords to help people find your community. All right, and so you want to give it a variety of different keywords that are related to your niche. And these are big keywords that you think people are typing into the search bar inside of the Skool platform to find your community. It will tell you down here how discovery works and what's important. So it literally will tell you it's really important that you have human engagement, that you accept payments on the platform, and you're an active owner. So make sure you're responding to comments and otherwise engaging your members and posting as frequently as you can quality content. So that's the new discovery algorithm. It gives every community a fair chance to be featured. All right, and it doesn't matter if you are a small community that's just getting started, you can still be featured as long as you're adding members and have authentic engagement. But now let's talk about Growth Boost. This is their newest feature inside of Skool at the time of this recording. It is wild. Skool is running Facebook ads for you. They're spending their own money to drive members into your community without you lifting a finger. This is our community being featured right here. This is our cover photo, and we'll be talking about that in a second. But you can even see other members in our community are saying, hey, I woke up to this message, all right, that, hey, my mentors saw my Facebook ads for my Skool community. And so we're going to show you guys how that actually works. It's absolutely insane. So Skool started testing Facebook ads where they're spending their own money driving traffic and members into your community because it grows their platform. And so I saw the first ad run about 2 weeks ago. And so I asked our members, hey, are you seeing that? And one of our members is like, yep. Immediately I saw ads for myself. And then one of our members here said, I'm really confused. How do I get featured? And I said, okay, well, here are the things that really matter. One of the things that matters the most is a full about page, but it's actually your cover photo. All right. And so you need to have a great cover photo. So I dropped off this training for her. I said, make sure you update your cover photo. It looks a little bit messy. It's hard to read the font. Make it look clean, and literally took her 9 minutes. And I said, I changed the pic on the right. And after I did that, I got featured. So immediately Skool started running Facebook ads for her within 9 minutes because she updated her cover photo. So that cover photo is this particular image in the top right. So in order to edit that, you go to settings, you go to general, and this is your cover photo. You click change. Make sure you have a great cover photo. Don't put too much text on there. Don't have small text on there. Just make it very clear who this is for, what your community is about. And if you update it, it looks clean, and you have a good about page, Skool is going to run Facebook ads for you without you lifting a finger, and it literally is going to help you drive members into your community. We're seeing that with a lot of our clients inside of our community. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3 is you want to start on the freemium plan. All right, too many of you guys are starting with the tiers plan. All right, and the tiers plan means you have 3 membership levels, and you think because I have 3 different offers and 3 different paid offers that you're going to get more members and make more money. It's the inverse, actually, all right, because it's easier to join a free community. So free community on freemium plan, you can still monetize, all right? So when you're inside of Skool, what you want to actually do is click on, again, settings on the right, all right, and then pricing on the left. And you want to start on the freemium plan. All right, so that means people can join at the standard level for free. This is like joining, getting a free gym pass. All right, but people can still upgrade to a full gym membership or to personal training. So flip on VIP. All right, and so you still have 2 different levels that people can upgrade and ascend to, and that's awesome for you. So you can still monetize, you can still have private offers in your community, but start on the freemium plan because nobody wants to join a community with 5 members on the inside. You want to get to 50, 60 members, 40 to 50, 60 members. All right, so that way you have social proof, and that way you have engagement in your community. That way you show up in discovery, and once you're at 40 or 50 members, now you have 40 or 50 leads because you collected their name and email address as well, so you can nurture them. And they're getting content from you consistently, so know, like, and trust is being built. They're going to upgrade to premium and VIP, especially if you have a system. Once you're at 50 members, you just toggle this over, and all of a sudden you're on the tiers model where you have 3 different payment options. So it's the same concept, except standard's no longer free. All right, so but get to 40 or 50 members because it's no fun trying to grow a community when you have 5 or 6 members on the inside. That's one of the biggest mistakes that I actually see. All right, so start with freemium, go to tiers. Next thing you want to do is use AI, Claude, or ChatGPT to grow your community. All right, we talked about this, but you can build artifacts. All right, so we have like a live artifact inside of our community where you can create cheat sheets, you can create guides. Again, you can come into Claude and you can create projects, and you can easily ask it to make content for your community. You can easily ask it to make social media posts for you, to make graphics for you. All of this is very easy to do. If you guys want a free mini course on that, we do have a free trial to our program down below. And so you guys can check out our community and our 10-minute Skool growth challenge. But those are literally 4 different ways for you to grow your Skool community and trending options and things like that. If you guys want to learn how to make your first $500 on Skool really fast, proven with many, many, many members inside of our 10-minute Skool growth challenge, check out this video right here.